Welcome back to Andertons TV. I'm Ben, and it is lovely to be here. This is the second, or is it the first? I'm not sure, because I don't know what order they're coming out. Video about guitars that you can buy for around £300, because, you know, Christmas is coming. You might be thinking of upgrading your own guitar, or getting an extra guitar, or asking Father Christmas to bring your guitar down the chimney. But either way, these are some of the ones that we've got in stock at the moment that are around £300. All the details for these are in the links below, so if you want to find out any more details about the specs and everything, go there, because I'm just going to be giving you a brief overview of all of them. And there's also another video we're doing, which is 5 kind of dreadnought sized guitars for around £300. It may have come out already, it might be coming out next week, I don't know. But if you subscribe, then you'll find out next time it comes out. So anyway, we're going to start at the kind of lowest price one, which is this, the Yamaha APX 600. One of their long-running APX range. My first ever steel string guitar that was worth playing was a Yamaha APX that I bought from my cousin's husband many years ago. But that's by the by. So I'm very familiar with this body shape and this neck size. I know from my old APX that acoustically it was not the most satisfying guitar to play, but plugged in it sounded really good. And this one does have what looks like a fairly comprehensive pickup system. I can't hear the pickup system in the room. I am DI'd, which is why I'm plugged in, and you'll hear clips of the DI, but most of what you're going to be hearing is coming from this Neumann KM184 microphone in front of me. But I digress. This has got a spruce top with a NATO back and sides. Like, you know, the whole of the APX range. It's a very comfortable guitar to play. The neck is really, you know, it's kind of, it won't feel too small if you're used to playing acoustics, but also it won't feel too big if you're used to playing electric guitars most of all. For a gigging guitar, it's a good guitar, especially if you're an electric guitarist just looking for an acoustic for a couple of numbers. So there we go, the Yamaha APX 600. It retails at £259, so £259. There you go, try it out. Well, we did promise you that there'd be guitars that were around £300 that were smaller than dreadnoughts, and here we go. It doesn't get much smaller than a dreadnought than this, which is the Baby Taylor. This is a 3/4 size dreadnought body. It has got a walnut back and sides and a spruce top. The Baby Taylors have been around for a long time. There's going to be links down below with more specs and to other videos we've done about them. It's got the screw-on neck here, where you can see the screw heads, which makes it handy for taking the neck off, I guess. It's the only one of these that comes with a gig bag as well, but it's also the only one of these guitars that doesn't have any kind of pickup system. And the price is £299. Yeah, so Baby Taylors, they fulfill a need, I think, for a lot of people, and they're super handy to sling in the car, or take on camping trips, or, you know, if you're smaller or you want to give them to a child to learn to play, that's great. Obviously, it's a small guitar, so it sounds quite small, but it is surprisingly loud. But it does, you know, it lacks a little bit of low end. But I would say acoustically, it's probably not actually far off the Yamaha APX. But the APX, I think, is designed as more of a kind of plug-in stage guitar. But there we go. That is the Baby Taylor, available for £299. Links below. Do click and you'll find out all the details about it. I like the rounded back on this. You know, It's a baby Taylor. All right, so this is the Sigma LM-SGE. Spruce top, mahogany body. It's got a tuner built in, it's got a pickup system built in, and it's a lot of fun to play. The Sigma guitars are always kind of, all the ones I've played certainly, have been really well finished, really well set up, really easy to play, and this one is no exception. The neck is nice, it's a bit wider than some of the other ones I've played, but for me it works really nicely. The body size is good. You know, it's one thing I forgot to mention about the APX is that it's got a very kind of, the body is not very deep, whereas this is a standard kind of depth body for this size and shape of guitar. It looks nice, you know, the sunburst finish is nice. It's kind of simple, unadorned, no binding. It's got some nice looking tuners. It feels nice, it sounds nice. I really like it, basically. This again is £299, so under 300. Doesn't come with a case, but it's a really nice guitar, especially if you're looking for something that's a bit of an alternative to, maybe say, a Dreadnought or something. This would fit the bill nicely, and for that kind of bluesy stuff, it's got that kind of that rattle and mid-range honk that you're after. I mean that in a good way. When you dig in, it's got the kind of small body guitar thing down to a T, which is lovely. Next up, we have this, which is the Fender Newporter. All right, the Fender Newporter in Candy Apple Red. This is part of the California series from Fender. It comes in a load of different colours. It's got spruce top, mahogany back and sides, mahogany neck. It's red. I don't know if I mentioned that, but it really is one of the most striking features about it. It's got a Fishman pickup system with a tuner that's pretty good. As with the larger version of this guitar, it does, I feel, suffer somewhat from lack of dynamic range. We've spoken about it a lot, and some of the more kind of budget conscious guitars don't have the dynamic range of a more expensive guitar, which, you know, stands to reason really. But it would have been nice if this one had a little bit more. It feels like it's kind of quite a small sound for quite a big guitar. Saying that, I'm not listening to how it sounds plugged in. I'm only listening to the microphone. I'm sure you've heard how it sounds plugged in. Comment below. Let me know what you think of the sound of it. It's very comfortable to play. That's something really in its favour. It kind of feels like you're playing a Strat, really. And I love the kind of traditional six-a-side headstock because, as I mentioned before, it reminds me of Buck Owens in the 60s, which is great. So there we go. It's the Newporter. It's red. It comes in lots of different colours. It's not my kind of thing, really, but it is comfortable to play and it's a lot of fun to just, you know, sit around with. So yeah, see what you think. Let me know in the comments. There's full specs of these and you can go and check out the other colours. There's links below, just so go and have a look at those. All right. Last but by no means least, we have the Larry Carlton A3 Grand Auditorium. All right. Well, that's quite something. This is the Sire Larry Carlton A3 Grand Auditorium size. So obviously when we said less, smaller than Dreadnoughts, we covered a very, very large ground from the Baby Taylor up to this, which is still a very big guitar. It's not quite Dreadnought size, but this lower bout is still considerably wide. My shoulders and my arms are a lot higher up than it has been for the rest of the time. So this guitar has got a spruce top with a mahogany back and sides. It has got some really nice tuners, kind of Grover style tuners. The pickup system on this one has got a pickup, but it's also got an internal condenser mic with a blend control on the top. You've got these three controls here. It's got binding. It looks great. The herringbone binding is just a nice touch. But the main thing is it sounds great. Let me know what you think at home in the comments, but in the room, this has got such a big kind of hi-fi sound compared to the others that I've been playing. And it's really well set up. The Sire stuff, again, like the finish on them is really good. There's, the fretwork's really nice. The action's good. The neck feels good. It's got a kind of a very kind of polished feel on the neck. It's a very gloss finish, which isn't really to my taste, but you could always take a bit of wire wool to it if you really wanted to. But yeah, it's a really, really nice sounding guitar acoustically. If it was my money I was spending, it would certainly go on this, or potentially the Sigma if I was looking for something that had more of that kind of boxier, kind of parlour type sound. But this one, the Larry Carlton, is kind of head and shoulders in terms of audiophile stuff, in my opinion. If your experience may vary, so if you disagree with me, then do let me know down below. But yeah, that's where I am with these guitars, around £300. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, all the links and all the kind of specs and everything for these is below. Do click like and subscribe, and then when the other video comes out, unless it's already out, you'll find out about it. But we're always putting out quality content here. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. These are some more guitars for £300 or thereabouts. $319 down to $259 for the APX. And enjoy. See you again soon. Bye.